What's up, everybody? It's Kerry from That Retired Dude. Welcome to another YouTube video. Today we're going to do a Let's Talk About It video. Let's talk about the 2016 BMW 740i. This is one of my fleet vehicles, along with the S550 and the Range Rover Sport. It's actually my daughter's vehicle, but everything in the family is a fleet vehicle. We borrow vehicles and we share them, and whoever feels like driving something today can just call and say, hey, can I drive your thing today? And we do that. So today we're going to talk about this vehicle. Some of the options that this vehicle has is front camera, rear camera, side cameras, fog lights. It has iDrive, dual power front seats, rear climate control, has a sport and comfort mode, power trunk, which you can slide with your foot and open it up and not close it. Start stop feature, auto hold, has a 320 horsepower inline 6-cylinder with 330 pound-feet of torque, 0 to 60 in 5.4 seconds. It has one feature in it that was not an option that makes it a one of one in the world BMW. As far as I'm concerned, I'll show you that later. It has ambient lights all over the car and in the sunroof, front and back, soft closed doors, 20-inch sport wheels. Before we get started, I'm going to say I do not advise buying this without a warranty, which I did. I have a habit of buying vehicles without warranties, but I would say don't buy one of these without the warranty. I believe these are a good alternative to if you want to buy a Honda Accord or a Toyota Camry or something like that. These cars are beginning to flood the market. They're not unreliable. They are high to repair and fix, but that comes with the fact that you are buying this. And the parts aren't cheap. That's just the reality of it. So let's talk about it. 20-inch BMW sport wheels. They're very nice and polished up. They don't bend easily. Haven't had any wheel problems since we've owned the car at all. Here's the remote for the car. There's another remote that comes with it, some gigantic weird remote where you can move the car forward and backward in some versions, but we don't have that. Here's the back tire for it. Let's get inside. It has side mirrors with these little functions here that tell you if something's in your way, if you're trying to get out, or something trying to get in your way on your cross traffic or side traffic. On the doors, it has this feature here that is very nice, I think, where's the bar? You can't really see it, but the doors on these don't have indentations in them. Wherever you stop the door, give it a second or so, and it'll just stop right there. Anywhere you go with the door, you give it a couple seconds, it'll just lock itself in place. And you can feel the tension in there when you do that. So let's look at the engine. Here is the engine release, or the hood release. It has, you have to pull it twice. If you pull it one time, it won't open all the way. You pull it twice, and that allows it to unlatch for you. There's no little, you see here, there's no little flip to the side thing that you can use to open it up. You just flip it twice, it opens. If you flip it once, these will not release all the way, so you won't be able to open it the other way, open it all the way. So here's the engine compartment, inline 6, very quiet, very reliable. I've had this vehicle before in the 750. I don't like it. I don't like the 750 engines. They burn a lot of oil. You know, they're high torque and high power and all that, but I don't like them. When I got rid of my 750 series BMW, even the service advisor told me, he said, I know you like these vehicles. You're probably going to buy another one. He told me not to buy another 750. He told me to get a 740 because this engine was more reliable, and he was not lying. Very fuel efficient, very quiet, no problems. We've had it for 3 years, no leaks, no drips, no noises, nothing. A couple coolant issues. We've had to replace this tank right here. Matter of fact, just recently this week. But the new tank I can see is like so much more sturdy. The other tank was more flimsy than this. There was like a little bleeder valve right here that they've gotten rid of. It vents somewhere else now, but we've had to replace that just this week. But really nothing else under the hood. Very, very reliable car. I highly recommend it. So we have here the back seat area. We'll start back here. We have the door card here. It has cigarette lighter, or cigarette ashtray, I guess. Never been used. Nice room in there to. There's a penny in here. I'm keeping it in there to grab the door and close it. Lots of storage in here. Cam's car seat is in there, but I still have plenty of room to get in here and sit. Now this seat is in the position where it would be if I was driving. Let the soft closed doors do their thing. And I have so much room in here. I mean, I've got so much room, and that seat is exactly where it would be if I was driving the car. And I have tons of room in here. I can put my feet out. These seats in the back don't recline or anything, but I've still got plenty of room back here. It has rear air. It has a rear storage pocket, and it has two 12-volt. Get this camera down here. Two 12-volt plug-ins right there, where you can plug things in. It has map pockets. You can't see the ambient lighting, but it's everywhere in here. There's a lot of ambient lighting in here. You see those little dots in the ceiling right there? They're on the front sunroof. The back roof does not open, but every single one of those dots is a light, and at night it is amazing. Mercedes-Benz has amazing ambient lighting, but they don't do this. So it also has vanity mirrors on both sides. It light up, and they are very, very bright at night. And grab handles, coat hooks, air conditioning vents in the B pillar on both sides, and you have window control. You also have a control here for the shade in the back, and the shade on the other side of the car. So you can close that window shade with that button, or you can close the roof or this back window shade with that button. Let's get out here. I'm going to show you there's the soft closed door function. I'll show you what makes this vehicle a one-of-one BMW. You can use your foot to open it. Plenty of trunk space in here. And the one thing that makes this vehicle a one-of-one BMW is that it has a Mercedes-Benz comfort box. This comfort box, or these comfort boxes, are exclusive to Mercedes-Benz, but I wanted one, so I went on eBay and bought one, and I had to adapt it to this car. So what comfort boxes do, if you're not familiar with it, is you can put stuff in it, and you can push down here and slide it down, and you can carry things in it. And then whenever you are done using it, you push this button here, and it comes back up pretty fast. But you can slow it down with the other hand, but my other hand has the camera right now, so I can't do that. And then when you're done with it, you simply push it in, and it locks in place. So that's something I put in the car. No other BMW in the world that I know of has that, which to me makes this a one-of-one BMW 740i in the world. Push the button here, you can close the trunk. Push the other button, you can close the trunk and lock the entire vehicle. We're not locking the vehicle right now. And there we have the passenger side of the vehicle. Everything here on this side is the same as the other side, so same space, same room. We have pillows on the headrest on all of them. All my cars have that. And we have these nice fluffy floor mats. Each hard out Rolls-Royce and Bentley. It has seat anchors behind these little, you zip these down, and the seat anchors are behind them for your car seats. And you have the same things here. You can control your vents and your ashtray and your storage pockets and all of that. And your gas tank door is right there. And when you use your gas tank door, they give you a little place to put the gas cap right there. They try to think of some good stuff there. Side mirror on this side. And you have your hockey puck trim here. Tires on the passenger side. Like I said, these are 20-inch BMW Sport wheels on Pirelli P0 tires. And the tires are, what size are these tires? They are, can't see on this side. Let me look on the other side for you. 275 35 R20 tires. Passenger seat, you have on the door card here, window control, open, close the door, lock the door. There's a speaker there, pocket here. You have seat memory 1 and 2 and the set button. You have your M Sport package labeled there on the kick panel. Here are your seat controls, forward, backward. This button here is for your headrest. Forward and backward seat. This here is for the little piece in the front right here. What do you call that? The thigh bolster. That's what that button there is for. And this button here, I believe, is for the headrest. Yep. Oh no, that's for the lean back part. This thing has so many things I can't even keep up with it all. I think if you want to do the headrest, you have to push this up. Yep, that's it right there. So this thing has adjusts so many ways that I can't even count them all. But you have plenty of room in here. Glove box. It doesn't have the smelly stuff like Mercedes has. It goes through your car, make it smell all good. But you have visor with a light. And there's your passenger side. We'll get into the driver's side. See what kind of fun things we can find there. And this, as they say, is the business end. Same thing here. You have seat controls for your thigh support, front and back seat, up and down. That's for the headrest. This here button, you push this button here. The seat bends right here. Where just this part here forward will lean forward, but this seat will stay in that spot. So you can pretty much mold this seat to your body. And there's your lumbar, up, down, forward and backward in your back of the seat. And this is the, what? Let me see what that is. I'm not sure what that is, so I'm not going to tell you. I don't want to lie to you. Floor mats with the 7 on it. And now we're going to step inside, like I said, and talk about the driver's door. The driver's door has this button here. If you push this button right here, you can control the front passenger seat from your seat controls here. So if you want to move the passenger seat, you press this button right here. And then when you press the seat buttons on the driver's seat, it controls the passenger seat. You have set buttons to control your seat settings, 1 and 2. You have all of your window controls, your back shade controls, your child safety locks right there, and your mirror controls. Your left mirror, right mirror, there's the controls for the mirror. There's your button to lock and unlock the doors, and there's your Harman Kardon speaker. I'm not like an audiophile, so people say Harman Kardon's a good speaker system, but I really wouldn't know. Here are your lights, your buttons for fog lights, your headlight controls, and your dimmer switch. And this has, if you're familiar with German parking lights, you can put your car on the street at night and you can put your parking lights on the left or right side only. So if you park your car with the passenger tires on the curb, then your driver's side parking lights can be on with this button here, or the passenger side if you park with your driver's side tires on the other side of the street. It's something you see in Europe. Nobody in America uses it, but you know, it's there. Here's a storage pocket. Here's the button for the steering wheel control, forward, backward, up and down. There's a gauge cluster. It's not lit up right now. And there is your control. Where am I? There's so much stuff going on here. Those are your wiper controls. Right. Right here are the wiper controls. There's all your mode buttons, everything you control in the car when the car's turned on. Cruise controls right there. That's for the phone. Talking to the car part. The Hey BMW thing. It's not all that good from 2016. Airbag. And what else do we have here? A bunch of functions where you can go inside the menu from that column. Let's turn it on. Here's your start button. Below that is the start stop button. If you want to turn that off. So I just turned it off. Shut the windows. Windows are shut. And now let's get some quiet going here. On the driver's side, you have a visor also with a light in it. And it moves over here, but it does not. Oh, it does slide out. It didn't move. I guess it was stuck. Slides out and does not have a front visor. But it does go forward, backward that way. Here's your mirror. Here are your controls for your garage door. And you have two cup holders. So right here you have a thing that looks like an ashtray, but it's really not. It's just a little storage thing. It comes out. You have a USB hookup right there. Here's your iDrive button where you can control all your iDrive things. There's a menu. Where's the menu button? There's a menu button right here you can push, and it brings all your menu up here. And then with your iDrive wheel, you can go select whatever you want. And once you select it, you push down on the wheel and it opens up that menu. Here's your air conditioning vent. You have this little slide wheel here. BMW has an odd air conditioning system where you can have heat on these vents right here based on what your air conditioning setting is on down here. But up here, you can control just these two vents here and make those hot and cold separately from whatever these vents here are doing. It takes a little bit of understanding BMW to get a grip on that, but there it is. Here's your controller for traction control, sport, comfort, eco, pro, and adaptive, which lets the car do all the picking. I've tried all of these things. They're all fine. There's your camera features right there. You have your park aid, your cameras, and you can lift the suspension up and down. There, I don't really see what the benefit in that is. I've tried it. It doesn't do anything. Here is the glove box. Not the glove box, but the center console where you keep a bunch of storage stuff. There's a garage door opener here. Don't need it. And there's a wireless phone charger right here. If your phone fits in that little pocket right there, then you can charge your phone. And there's another 12 volt there, another USB there. There's also some light in here at night. And it's all felt and soft and all that there. And it opens both ways there. That's really, up here you have an SOS button. You push this button, a little door drops down. You push that, and then BMW calls you back and asks you, what the heck are you calling us for? That's what that does. So if you ever have this in your car, or you see one in some car, and you're worried that if you push that, it's going to activate SOS, it doesn't. You let it go, and then it opens up that little door right there. There's your button there. And then you have your roof controls, or your shade control, for the front shade there. And the same button controls the roof. And the vent function. And the button here controls the back one. And the back one does not open. You can just open or close the shade. but the actual window, roof itself does not open. So I'm gonna get the car set up. We'll go for a short drive and let you see what it looks like on the road. So let's go for a ride. So the purpose of this video is, you may ask, or you may ask, what is the purpose of this video? The purpose of this video is to answer the question, is a 2016 BMW 740i a worthy, reliable vehicle to buy? Is it reliable? It has issues sometimes, as any vehicle does. The question is, if it has issues, can you afford to fix them? A Honda Accord these days, I don't believe is much more.
Navigation is not active.
Excuse her. Honda Accord isn't much more inexpensive. I don't believe. I think the the parts may be cheaper, but the labor rates at Honda are not all that cheap, from what I understand. Rita, if you've seen my Rita videos, I've had to take Rita into Honda from time to time, and they're not. Their labor rates are up there with anybody else. I think in these kind of cars here, the parts are more expensive. So, is it reliable? All in all, I say yes, it is. It has had a couple cooling issues, just like there's a lot of plastic in these cars. This particular car has 113,000 miles on it. I bought it with, I think, 88,000 when I bought it. But there's a lot of plastic down there, and you have to stay on top of that. In any car, even a Honda, you have to stay on top of that. And if those plastic parts break, then you got to be able to afford to replace them. I'm a kind of a person where when I know something has a life on it, things tend to break at a certain period of time. I start replacing them before they break. This vehicle has never been broken down. It's never seen a tow truck. So are they reliable? Yes and no. This car's been all over the country. It's been to multiple states. It's been through several sets of tires. Really, P0s aren't the hardest tire in the world. But I think that overall, if you're looking for a good car that is an alternative to a Japanese economy Honda Accord, Toyota Camry, and you want your first entry into luxury, I say get one of these. Or the equivalent Mercedes S-Class. I'm not big into Japanese cars myself, but I know that when my daughter before she got this from me, she was driving Honda CR-V and she loved that thing. And now you can't drag her back into it. And she won't even drive Rita anymore. So once you get into one of these, you tend to not want to go back. Very comfortable, very smooth. Steering wheel is straight, no problems, no drifting. I mean, the road's kind of not even, but no drifting. We're going to put it in sport mode. Dashboard changes to very sporty things up there. Put it in comfort mode. Changes back. There's a comfort plus mode. I love comfort plus. It's very soft. You have an economy mode. Everything turns blue. Then you have an adaptive mode. And then in adaptive mode, the car decides what it needs to do based on how you're driving. I mostly keep it in Comfort Plus. 2016 740i, 6-cylinder engine, not the V8. I recommend them. I say get one. Don't get a Honda or a Toyota. Get one of these and go try luxury for a little bit. This thing is very luxurious. And if you have any questions, you can hit me up. Like, share, subscribe, do all that other YouTube stuff that people do. However, you're not free to go yet. I'm gonna put a video somewhere here. You gotta go watch one of those videos first before you can go watch the video I have set up next, or go to the playlist and pick a video. find something else you like, and then I will see you the next time I do some retired people stuff. Have a nice day.